Hey, I'm Bruce, Southern Precious Metals Exchange, southernpmx.com. We've talked a little bit about sovereign coins that are produced by a nation or sovereign nation and private mint coins. Now we're going to talk about some sovereign coins produced by the United States that are a good investment and a good way to buy silver. And it covers a lot, it has a lot of good points and a couple of caveats also. So 90% silver. It covers dimes, quarters, halves, and then sometimes dollars. This is a kind of merchandise that you want to buy, and the kind that we sell. They're not wore out. They're not all slick. In quarters, they're just good quality 90% silver. And half dollars. Kennedy is the only one that was made 90% silver, which is the 1964. Before that, you had Benjamin Franklin's and Walking Liberty halves. Even Walking Liberty halves like this, there's no numismatic value to those. The value is in the silver. And the higher we go in the silver prices, which we will, the more that you'll find that any kind of numismatic value on low quality or low grade things is going to go away. So 90% silver, the rest of it's copper, and that was used in it to give it longevity because it gets worn away. I'll show you in just a minute. Now let me show you real quick on this. This is 40% silver. Between 1965 and 1970, and 1970 was only made in the mint set, so you won't find many of those. But they made 40%, the half dollars were made of 40% silver, and it's a clad, has copper nickel in it. So it's a small percentage of silver in there. It costs a lot more to refine it. It makes them less. You can buy it cheaper, but I would suggest you not do that because when you go to sell, it's still going to be cheaper. And I guess that's apples to apples and halves to halves. But buy 90%. It's a good way to have something if you're worried about the zombie apocalypse or all your food supply shut down. Just think, you can buy something. You can buy something with this one dime that right now is worth $2.50. And here's the funny thing about it. I used to think some of you old timers would remember when gasoline cost a quarter a gallon, or maybe 20 cents, or maybe a dime a gallon. Right now, you can still buy almost 2 gallons of gasoline with the value of this 1 quarter. Amazing, huh? So that's what to buy. The downside to this is that we trade in bags of $1,000 face. That's 10,000 dimes, 4,000 quarters, and 2,000 half dollars. Now you can buy it in smaller increments, but in the industry, that's what we use as a standard $1,000 face. It weighs 56 pounds. It's about this size or a little bit larger. It's bulky. It's hard to move. You could take a bag of 56 pounds and a bag of half dollars and carry it out if you're able to, or you could put that much gold in your pocket and no one would ever know. So remember that. Put a portion maybe of your portfolio into that. It's just good 90% and it works well for most people. What not to buy, because you can lose a great deal of the percentage of silver, is old, wore out, whole, damaged coins. These Standing Liberty quarters and barbers were most all slick. They were heavily used, and the Standing Liberty quarters is just a beautiful coin. It was struck in high definition, deeply struck, and one of the problems with them is they had the date raised up above the surface of it, which means that's the first thing that's going to wear away. So they get wore out. You can lose as much as 6 or 8% of the total weight on this kind of coins. On dimes, like these old wore out, beat up, or whole mercury dimes, they get really slick, and you can lose about 10% on a bag of the silver. So make sure that what you're buying. Now, no one's going to let you pick through, just pick out all the best stuff. So just remember your courtesies and how you should behave in somebody's business, that you don't grab all the nicest stuff first, or you pay a pick price. Half dollars the same way. They just get wore out. There's no numismatic value whatsoever to that. it weighs, oh, maybe a gram or two less than what it should. And this dollar also, normally dollars, that would be a cull dollar, and it has the lowest basal value right now. But with the hole in it, it's not even a cull, it goes to melt because you've lost weight and you've damaged the integrity of the coin. So these are great, always thing to buy. Just be able to handle the bulk and be able to handle the weight, because that's what's going to happen. Follow me this way. I'll show you. We got a bag in today from a dealer, and before we ship it out, because we have somebody already interested in it or has bought it, Miguel has been going through it and pulling out the bad stuff. Let me show you real quick what I'm talking about. So, out of a bag of 2,000 halves, this is the bad stuff we pulled out, okay? This is what it should look like. It'll be ran through the counter. Everything else is fine to sell at a retail or wholesale level, but we don't ship this kind of stuff. So, hope that's helped a little bit. Bruce, Southern Precious Metals Exchange, southernpmx.com. Like, leave a message if you like, and subscribe. Thank you very much.